to pop in and talk about this new moon because it's really, really awesome. And I was just doing some deep diving into it and studying it, and I wanted to share with you my insights. So on the 21st of January, we have a new moon in Aquarius, and this is very significant because we have a lot of astrological changes that are happening right now. And throughout 2020, what has been happening has been this shift and this paradigm shift from Capricorn to Aquarius and the age of Pisces, which is a 2,000-year cycle, into the age of Aquarius. And there's been a lot of shifts into the energy of Aquarius. It's been bumpy. It's been a spiral, right? It's a wave. Nothing is ever black and white. Nothing ever just changes like that, right? We kind of go through these iterations. We have these, we come out, we feel birthed, we feel like we're anew, and then we kind of go back into old patterns. We come out some more, we kind of come back, and that's what's been happening. But I will say, this new moon feels really significant to me. It's not only the first new moon of the year, but it's with the it's at a 1 degree of Aquarius, and you know, almost I think like 6-7 planets were in retrograde the past many months, including the outer planets, which take a really long time to move. Pluto, Neptune, Saturn. So you know, these planets are now all direct, and including Mars has gone direct as well. And it's really significant because tomorrow Uranus is going direct, and Uranus has been retrograde for like 6 months, 4 months, I don't know exactly, but it's been retrograde for a long time. And tomorrow it's going direct, which means all the planets, even the outer planets, are going direct, which is a really, really big deal. This really is going to be giving us, and we're at a 1 degree initiation point of Aquarius. Now, I'm just going to go through with you some of the ideas of Aquarian energy to get you formulated and the ideas around what Aquarius is. And then also I'm going to work on the ideas around the idea of one, the symbology around the one. So, you know, the Aquarian energy is really about freedom. It's about rebellion. It's about independence. It's about free thinking. It's about individuality and originality. It's about walking to the beat of your own drum. And to really be in the Aquarian energy of the time would require one to question their beliefs, question the beliefs of their tribe that they're in, and to allow themselves to divert from the tribe. And you know, it's easy when you have an ideas about things, and you're like the other side is wrong, and yeah, I'm right. But it's another thing when you have a tribe and you have a whole group of people, and your belief system is what links you together. But then there's this part of you inside of you that's like, I don't really fully feel the same way as these people, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to get kicked out, and I don't want to be alone. This is the time to start shedding that fear. So, you know, we have this, the sun is at 1 degree. The 1 degree point is, you know, new beginnings, independence, raw energy, creation, pioneering, self-leadership, a lot of stuff around leadership here. Independence, okay? The 1 degree is the first step. It's the first stage into a new cycle, into a new energy. And the Aquarian energy is an energy that is about frequency. It's about a new frequency. And you know, a lot of the things, so if you have new ideas about new projects, you have inspired ideas. That one energy is really about inspiration. It's about the fire that lights, you know, the one, from everything comes the one, you know, and it's like the fire that lights the inspired self, the passion, the inspiration. If you have that inside of you, follow that, because that is part of this new frequency, and those are the projects that are going to prosper and win and gain traction in this new era. I feel like you know, we have in this new moon, it's also conjunct Pluto by 2 degrees. And, you know, Pluto is still in Capricorn. So the Plutonic energy that's going through Capricorn, you know, Capricorn is the archetype of the father, but it really represents these old centralized systems where we all kind of look outside of ourselves for these sources of power to keep us safe. And then we also feel suppressed and repressed and all these things that have been dying since 2020. Pluto is still making her way through Capricorn. She's going to be entering Aquarius in 2023, but she's in those last final stages of Capricorn where she's kind of, it's bringing us back to the self, letting those old ideas of needing to get our power, our safety, our money from these external sources and bringing it back into the self and beginning to rely on this to individuate, decentralize, start to separate ourselves from that tribal mind, that tribal instincts that, oh, I have to do this to stay safe. Oh, I have to do this to stay safe. And start to really think for ourselves and be in our own energy, really abide by our own intuition, begin to trust our own instincts. That is really what this new moon is about. And I'm telling you, man, you know, it's like really getting to know yourself during these times, because it is so easy to get swayed back. There's so many people talking at us all the time. And, you know, we're at a point in human history where people are so materially oriented that they've become spiritually disoriented. And I really feel that this new shift towards the individuation, towards back to the self, towards trusting the self, towards relying on the self, is about remembering our instincts and aligning with our intuition. This is where the return of the goddess is coming in. This is where we begin to rely on the information, on the frequencies we're getting from the universe, the cosmic energies that are coming through us, and we're beginning to truly trust them. Because as the external environment just becomes more and more chaotic, because these systems are dying, and they have been dying, the only thing we have to rely on is the self. But not just the self, we have spirit, the spirit inside of us, the information we're getting through us. You know, one of my most favorite psychics, her mom was in the Holocaust. She was in a concentration camp, and her mom was came from a line of Romanian gypsy intuitive psychics. And the mother survived the concentration camp because of all of what her guides had been telling her. She was so in tune with the spirit realm that they told her exactly what to do, and she survived that horrific experience. And I'm not saying it's going to be like that for us. I'm just saying that the more internal we get with ourselves and the more we begin to actually and truly know ourselves, know thyself, is really, really, really important during these times. Okay, it's like so that we can tune into what is right for us, what is the right thing. So, you know, the dedication to this new way. Okay, so the other aspect we have is this Saturn conjunct Venus in Aquarius, and my interpretation of this is really about this discipline and dedication to this new wave. You know, Aquarius, the glyph is a wave. It's a wave of frequency. It's a wave of energy. And, you know, Saturn is all about discipline. It's all about hard work, dedication, boundaries. And the Venus can be relationships, money, how we enjoy life, the pleasures of life, love. And it's like those two things coming together, it's like putting a discipline around the things that we really get pleasure around, but in the sign of Aquarius. So it's like a discipline in accordance with this new wave, meaning disciplining the self to really be in alignment with the inspirations, these messages, these feelings that are coming through you. It's having a true respect and a reverence for that energy that is coming through you, and trusting it, trusting this new frequency, trusting this new wave, because this is the thing that will prosper you in these new coming times. It is this new energy. The more we hold on to the old Capricornians, this thing outside of myself is going to keep me safe, the more we're going to get more of the same: fear, sickness, self-doubt, uncertainty, indecision, all of that stuff. If you've been having like depression, all of that stuff. The power, the source is going to come from this new wave of energy This is all about direct communion, not needing anything outside of it. No church, no father, no mother, no partner, no nothing. Outside of yourself. You don't need anything outside of yourself to connect with the source. You don't need anything. The other really important piece that is going to be happening on the next day, I mentioned it earlier, so the 21st is the new moon. The 22nd, Uranus is going direct. Uranus is directly linked to, it's the planet of Aquarius. And it's going direct, I mean, that's not a coincidence. We're at 1 degree Aquarius, Uranus is going direct the next day. It's like somebody's cutting I see like somebody's running and they're cutting through that, or they're cutting through something that is like, okay, you can go now. The race is starting. Like the race is finally starting. And this is just going to free up so much energy for all of us. There's going to be a lot happening, a lot of information coming in. There's going to be a lot of things that are destabilized. It's the feminine realm, the yin, and the more, a lot of, there could be some chaos. There could be some joy. It's like new creative power coming through, a new energy emerging. And that's kind of, how astrology works. But we have all of the planets going direct on the 23rd, and that is a powerful force. So use this time to be inspired by your ideas. If you are getting ideas, inspirations, if you're like, I need to finish this thing, I need to complete this thing, I want to do this creative project, it sounds really weird, people around me think it's weird, you got to separate yourself from that tribe, go with your own instincts. This will lead you towards a higher sense of individuation, a higher sense of self-worth, and a greater sense of purpose. So that is my forecast for this new moon, and I hope you guys are all doing great. Join us for the Moon Shapers Collective, a collective I have for women and men every new and full moon. I'll see you guys soon. Love you.